कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Rama and Lakshmana, in search of Sita, started moving towards Pampa Lake in Kishkindha. As the two were nearing the Pampa Lake, from one of the caves in the mountains, Sugriva, a Vanara, saw the two well-built Kshatriyas walk. For a second he thought that these two men could be dispatched by his brother Vali in order to kill him. He is panic-stricken and says, Edau vanamidam durgam Vali pranihito dhruvam Chadmana chiravasanau Pracharanta vihagatau. They have come here in order to kill me. Are you listening? He asked. That is when Hanuman said, Sir, my dear Sugriva, looking at these two men, somehow I feel they are not at all dispatched by your brother Vali. They are nowhere related to Vali. They are nowhere related or concerned with you and your situation. Do not worry. Yasmat tava bhayam saumya purvajat papa karmanaha Saneha Vali dushtatma nade pashyamyaham bhayam. I don't see any cause of fear from these two men for you, Sugriva. Sugriva says, no, nothing doing, Hanuman, nothing doing. I sense that these two men, well-built men, must have come from my brother Vali to kill me. You go and check. Hanuman doesn't argue further. He says, I will go. That point in time, Sugriva says, but one thing, while you're talking to these two men, you may be talking, but fix your face on me, keep looking at me. If you sense any danger, I will run from this place. Mamaiva bhimukham sthitva prichatvam haripungava prayojanam praveshasya vanasyasya dhanudharau. Now Hanuman thinks, he is a Vanara. What is a Vanara? Most of us may know that the Vanara Shabdam denotes a monkey. But let's say for a layman like me, I can't differentiate between the species, the phylum, the genus, the family name of a baboon from an Indian monkey to an African monkey. To me, anything that keeps jumping, which is indecisive, which has got a tail, is a monkey. Maybe people who deal with zoology, with animal behavior may know which species it belongs to, which phylum it belongs to, what is the family name, what is the gender, genus, all this those zoologists may know. So, overall if we see the definition of Vanara, it is a monkey. But we have to be very careful. That is why I try my level best to use the word Vanara instead of the English word monkey. What if the word monkey, which is associated with Vanara Shabdam, is not actually a monkey? They may have mimicked the current day human beings. They may have looked like monkeys, but they could have been human beings. They could have imbibed certain traits of the monkeys that we know of, but were largely human. We don't know whether they were completely monkey, half monkey, or fully human but had traits of monkey. We don't know. So let us keep the word Vanara intact as much as possible. Though in the due course I may use the word monkey, it actually means Vanara. 1. Now, when we come across in Ramayana, we sense that these monkeys could speak. This is how Valmiki has projected. And that too, let us take up Hanuman. Hanuman spoke perfect Sanskritam. Forget any other language, no, not even body language. Spoken language, he spoke Sanskritam without a single mistake. Monkey speaking Sanskritam with no mistake. That is another wonder. The third thing that kind of is intriguing is, we see the strong presence of Sugriva, Vali, Angada, Hanuman, many other monkeys in Kishkindha, Sundara and Yuddha Kandams. But what happens to them after that? Were such monkey clans, Vanara clans found in the Mahabharata? Yes, Hanuman is there. In Saugandhika Parvam, Bhima meets up with Hanuman. That is there. But do we sense other kinds of monkeys with similar regions? That is something that needs to be investigated. So let us keep all this on one side, and on the other side, let us continue with the way the narration has been portrayed for generations together. There is a Vanara, his name is Hanuman, he has a tail, he spoke Sanskritam. Let us say everything of this is right. But even during the times of Hanuman speaking Sanskritam was not generally accepted in the society. When I say accepted, people used to wonder. So Hanuman was very doubtful as to if he goes in front of Rama and Lakshmana to check as per the instructions of Sugriva who these two men were, and he ends up speaking Sanskritam in his original form as Vanara, maybe Rama and Lakshmana will be worried, shocked, and they will run away. Right? Imagine you are walking on the road, suddenly a dog or a cat comes and speaks in Sanskritam. Would you stay there? You will run away from the dog. The dog doesn't have to chase you. You will run away from the dog. Similarly, Rama and Lakshmana are already in agony in search of Sita. They find somebody, especially a Vanara, speaking in Sanskritam. They will be shocked. So Hanuman did not want to give rise to such situations. So he goes in the disguise of a Brahmana. Because Brahmanas were employed in dispensing knowledge of Vedas and the Vedanta. So for them Sanskritam was now foreign language. So let me go in the disguise of a Brahmana. So Hanuman had to hide the identity of him as a Vanara. So Hanuman walks. As he keeps walking in the disguise, see, he must have spent at least a few strong minutes to go in the disguise. You'll have to do that fancy dress, right? First of all, you'll have to hide your tail. You'll have to put some foundation. You'll have to go as a Brahmana. So Hanuman did all of this hard work and goes as a Brahmana in front of Rama and Lakshmana. After meeting up with Rama and Lakshmana, what was his reaction? Because this is the first meeting of Rama and Hanuman. First meeting. So how is the first meeting going to be? What did Hanuman say? Important shlokas. Unless you listen to these shlokas with utmost intensity and dedication, you will not be able to understand what greatness is attached to Hanuman. Padmapatre kshano viro jata dharino anyonya sadrisho viro devalokadihagato yadricha eva sampraptau chandrasuryau vasundharam vishalavakshasau viro manushau devarupino. Beautiful shlokas. This particular chapter of Valmiki, where Hanuman speaks a few sentences for us in the form of verses to Rama and thereby Lakshmana, and Rama's reply to Hanuman through Lakshmana. This is the most treasured portion of Ramayana. In fact, it is called Bhashana Kaushalam. Bhashana Kaushalam we'll deal with in the next episode, but I'll continue these shlokas. Padmapatrikshanau Viro. Who are these two men? With such eyes that look as if the petals of the newly blossomed lotus is taken and kept in the place of eyes. Padmapatrikshanau Viro. For both of these men's eyes are beautiful. Jata Mandala Dharinau. They are having Jata Mandalam. Anyonya Sadrishau Viro. It looks like these two warriors are unmatched in their valor. Devalokadihagato. Maybe they have come all the way from Devaloka. Hanuman says. Yadrichayeva Samprapto. See, me meeting up with these two men is all of a sudden, this was not planned. Yadrichayeva Samprapto. Chandra Suryo Vasundharam. It looks as if Chandra and Surya, the sun and the moon, have obtained hands and legs and have started walking on earth. Vishara Vakshasau Viro. Now don't look at me, I just gave you an example. Broad chest. Vishara Vakshasau Viro. Manushau Devarupinau. Maybe the divine, the celestials have come in the form of humans, says Hanuman. Now, he continues the description. As soon as he sees these two men, Rama and Lakshmana, Hanuman says, he continues. Ayatascha suvrittascha bahavaha parigopamaha sarvabhushana bhusharha kimartham na vibhushitaha. After speaking to these two men, Hanuman focuses on Rama alone. Ayatascha suvrittascha bahavaha. That which is well grown, well trained, well maintained. Who is this? When I say who is this, he refers to Rama with hands, bahavaha. This is the catch. So in Sanskritam as a language, those of you who are experts in this language, I have to learn something from you. Those of you who are beginners, I may want to share this information. Any language for that matter, an Indian language or a foreign language, will have the number game. I have one finger. I have many fingers. So fingers is finger plus S. So fingers means there are more than one finger. So one finger, many fingers. One book, many books. One tree, many trees. This is how the basic grammatical rule is what we have learned. The spellings may vary. Now, this is for most of the languages that we know. Let us take Sanskritam. Sanskritam is one of the oldest classical languages of Bharatadesha. Now, let's say there is one finger. What should I say for many fingers? The grammarian refutes. He says, in Sanskritam, you have a word for one finger, two fingers, and more than two fingers. So, these aspects, finger, two fingers, more than two fingers, is what is very important in Sanskritam. So, in most other languages, it is Eka Vachanam, one, singular. Bahu or Aneka Vachanam, which is plural. In Sanskritam alone, you have Eka Vachanam, Dvivachanam, and Bahu Vachanam. One, two, and more than two. One Ram. Let's say there is a person called Rama who's coming. One Ram. Imagine there are two Rams in the class. He is Rama Srinivasan, the other one is Rama Jagannathan. So both are Rams. Are both the Rams coming? Then it is Ramau. So if it is one Ram, Ramaha. If it is two Rams, it is Ramau. If there are more than two, it is Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha. So Ramaha is Bahuvachanam. Similarly, Bahu, hand. Two hands, Bahu. Again listen, Bahu. Two hands, Bahu. Many hands, more than two, Bahavaha. Now, Hanuman looks at Rama and says, Bahavaha, which means there are more than two hands. Sir, how is this possible, sir? Rama has only two hands. Then Hanuman should have said Bahu. And you also said Hanuman is a very learned scholar. Can learned scholar make such grammatical mistakes? He should have said Bahu and not Bahavaha. Correct. But there is a inner meaning as to why Hanuman used the word Bahavaha. Next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.